So are you new to freelancing? Today, I'm going to share with you 8 tips to help you become successful as a freelancer. Hi guys, my name is Leif and welcome to Wallace TV, where you can improve your life through creative advice. And on this channel, I share advice, tools and motivation to help you become a successful designer and get to the next level in your business. Now today, I want to share with you 8 simple tips that you can do if you are setting up a freelance business. And even if you're new to freelancing, these are key things you should be doing in your business to make sure that you're set up correctly for success. Now, the number one thing I want to share with you that you need to do is you need to use a tool like companiesmadesimple.com and really incorporate your company. Now, companiesmadesimple.com is great for those in the UK, and in America, they'll have equivalents that will work really good for you. In other words, you need to incorporate a business, a company, when you are going out freelancing. This is better for tax purposes. This is better to manage your money. You can have an accountant that can help you to know what to expense correctly, how much income is coming into your business, and you manage your things effectively. In other words, imagine a business like another person, and that person is who you need to manage. And if you manage that person correctly, they'll do great things for you. If you don't manage them correctly, it will work out badly. So incorporating your business and operating as a business is a very professional way to go about freelancing, especially as a business. You can then go out and get bigger contracts as well. So it's a very, very, very good way, because businesses like to work with businesses for tax reasons. Also, you can get better deals. You can also bid for different types of projects if you are a business. So trust me, setting up a business and operating as a business is step number 1 you need to do. Step number 2, this is about your website, but primarily your funnel. Now, I like to teach this. Don't build websites, but build funnels. In other words, you want to build conversion machines, which is your website, and really have a funnel in place that allows people to go on every single page, and there is a call to action that brings them into a funnel where you're going to upsell to your services. Now, the key thing that I see so many freelancers do wrong is they have like home, about, services, work, and contact. Now, if you outline your website like that, it really is just like a brochure type of website. What you need to do is on your home pages, about pages, contact pages, if you choose to have those pages, make sure there is something called free. In other words, a link called free, where you're giving away a lead magnet to drive people into your funnel, where you're educating people on video about your products and services that you can then bring them onto a phone call. This is the goal, guys. You don't want to be just out there brochuring yourself. You want to get people on the phone, because if you can get people on the phone, that is where you can sell your services the best. I see so many freelancers starting up their websites. They're not really bringing people into a funnel that is their conversion machine to generate from leads or prospects into clients. That's the whole purpose of your website. So it should be your client generating machine. Once those things are in place, step number 3 is about going out and bidding for projects. Now, there's 3 core websites I'm going to share with you today that are really great for freelancers to be on. Now, one of them is called Odesk, but it's now called Upwork, upwork.com. You can also use freelancer.com, and you can also use another website called Fiverr. Now, all of these websites are great websites for you to advertise your services, bid for projects. You can even use a website called 99designs.com. But sometimes I find on those websites, it's really about finding the lowest cost. So it doesn't mean you can't promote your services there and put it at a very decent price for you, but just be aware, because the competition is quite high, that you can also be competing very based upon price. And this is why many designers need to start marketing themselves so they can bring people into their own funnel and really communicate the value of your services, so that price doesn't become an issue. Remember, I said it in my previous videos that when it comes to communicating what you do is your service, if the value is this big and the price is this big, people always buy. I learned that from a sales specialist called Myron Golden. He taught it like this: if the value is this big and the price is this big, people always buy. So when communicating your services, remember, communicate the value first before you communicate the price. Hey guys, I want to quickly interrupt this video and just let you know about this quick document that I created. It's called the RSD Priority Call. Now, when you open it, you'll understand what RSD stands for, but I made this because so many designers, once they've made the funnel and once they get clients on the phone, and even if they don't have a funnel, once they get clients on the phone, they struggle with how to close clients on the phone. So what I did is I created a 6-step document to show you exactly what to do when you are on the phone with a client. There is actual scripts in the document. You will know exactly what to say, how to say it, when to say it. And you'll be able by the end of this call to be so clear and concise. Not only that, within 10 to 12 minutes, you'll be able to know if a client is for you they will know and you will know, and you'll be able to further that sale, or you'll be able to say, you know what, I can't help you, but here's some help going forward. So literally, if you want to just pause here, quickly download your RSD priority call. It's a great document to let you know how to make sales over the phone. So let's continue with the video right now. Now, step number 4 is about niching down and being industry or demographic specific. So many freelancers I've spoken to, interviewed, and worked with on a personal note have realized the value in niching down to have specialty and skill, have individualism, and to stand out in the marketplace. To communicate as a painkiller solution to a problem and not as a vitamin solution that is where the effect is felt over a longer period of time. The goal here is to make sure you're communicating what are the problems that your customers have, your potential clients have, and make sure that in your actual offer, it is the real pain that is so targeted to that solution so they know to work with you. So many freelancers don't realize the value in making sure you focus and be as specific as possible, because it can allow you to get more clients very, very quickly, because people want people with individual skill and specific skill to a specific problem. So you want to be the right person with the right tools at the right time with the right offer. And this is why you want to niche down and make sure that's communicated very well on your website to lead them into a sales funnel that communicates your offer even more. Step number 5 is about budgeting and income. Now, I believe personally that in your freelance business, you need to put systems in place that allow you to not have to think about certain things. So when it comes onto budgeting, I've basically have a spreadsheet that outlines all of the income coming in, that outlines when people owe you, how much they owe you, how much services are, that you need to be very clear in a spreadsheet. And it doesn't need to be super technical. It can be very, very simple, like client, how much they owe, service they are asking for, date of payment, date payment is due. Just very, very simple spreadsheet, just so you can manage your income and what's coming in. Now, the second thing you want to do is then use a tool like Xero, Xero.com. If you use a tool like Xero, I've used this for years. It's a very, very good tool that you can plug your business account in. And I have my business account with Barclays, but you can also use tools like Tide, Tide, or Monzo, Monzo.com. And these are other additional websites where you can set up business accounts as well. I personally have done banking with Barclays for years. But you can also use Tide, and I've used Monzo, and I've used Monzo over the past 2 years, and I found Monzo very, very good because the Monzo app, brilliant UX, really simple to use, easy to transfer money, and I find it really great to use as well in between accounts. Now, why I like to use a tool like Xero, Xero.com, Xero, is because Xero plugs directly into my Barclays account, and all of my payments that are coming in from my business account can show up in my in Xero in the back end, and I can do invoicing, I can do quotes, and I can manage all of the expenses in Xero directly, and I can also do all of the payments that are flagged with my invoicing, shows up in my Barclays, and I can connect it together. And I also have an accountant, his name's Mike Matson from ARC Financial, that's ARC Financial. If you'd love to know more about Mike Matson, then just add a comment below and I'll get details to you, or just on Instagram, Leif_Wallace.com. Hit me up on Instagram and I'll give you his details. He's a fantastic accountant that just goes into my Xero back end and just manages all the expenses and finances, and he can do it himself without me having to think about these things. So those are great tools for you to use when it comes to budgeting. Use spreadsheets to look at your expenses and see where things are going, but you can use a tool like Xero to manage your finances and do really well. There's many other tools for freelancers, but I personally use Xero, and I use Google Sheets to manage all my expenses as well. Now, the sixth thing you need to do is you need to plan holiday time. This is so essential because so many designers I speak to do not understand the value in planning their holiday time. And you don't have to be super technical. You can use your calendar app. You can use Reminders app. And this is simple where you say, all right, every 2 months or every 3 months, I'm going to put a cadence in place that I have to go on holiday for a week or a couple of days. And every week, I personally take what I call the Sabbath, which is from Friday sunset to Saturday sunset. And every Friday sunset to Saturday sunset, I rest during that time. Absolutely no work, no emails. And I try to cut down my social media as much as possible. And some days I have no social media, but every single week for 24 hours, I do absolutely no work. And if you put a rhythm in place like that, it allows your work to feel a bit sweeter, because you know that you're doing work during a certain amount of time, but you can rest for a certain amount of time. And that gives me time to spend with the family more. It gives me time to just relax, rejuvenate, but you need to put holiday time in place. So every week I would plan in 24 hours, preferably a Sabbath, because that's ideal for your body. And if you study about Sabbath and how it actually influences your body, it's so powerful to rejuvenate you. Now, and then every month you can do something where it's a long weekend. Every 2 to 3 months you can do something longer where it's a couple more days to a week away, where you go away from your computer. Now at the time I'm filming this, we're all in quarantine, so you might just take a week off, but during that time you're spending time, just relaxing, because you just need that mental headspace as well. Step number 7 is you need to plan time in to read more, study more, actually educate yourself and elevate yourself to new levels. Now, this is fundamentally about saying, okay, cool. How can I, in my week, spend a minimum of 1 hour or half an hour a day reading, studying, finding out what's going on in the marketplace, finding out what new skills I need to learn. Now, one of the key skills you need to learn, you have your design skill, which is what you do as a service, as a freelancer, but you need to learn how to sell. To sell is an actual art. You need to learn the skill of copywriting, so you know how to communicate using words. You need to learn how to market your service. You need to know how to manage finances. You need to understand about, how you can do client management. These are different skills that you don't just learn as in-house working in an organization. But all of these skills are super essential, and you're only going to learn those by paying for courses, by buying books and reading books, by actually going to seminars and meeting people, being online on online webinars. You're going to educate yourself and make sure you get yourself to that next level. And if you can have a mentor that has proven results, and with those proven results, he or she can help you get to the next level, then plug it into a mentor. If they have a course, purchase a course. If they don't have a course, but they do one-to-one or group coaching, get plugged into that group coaching model, because having a mentor to help you get to the next level will help to expose you to new things that you may have not known before, or help you to do the things that you already know, but you are actually not doing right now. Now, in step number 8, this is about productivity hacks. Now, the key thing that happens when you're working for yourself is you need to be mindful that it's all about discipline. That's the fundamental thing that makes you successful as a freelancer, is how well you can discipline your time to make sure you're focusing on the activities that yield the highest amount of results. Now, the Pareto principle teaches that 20% effort in the right activities will yield 80% of the results, financially, productivity, in all aspects. So you need to find out what's the 20% of key actual, results generating activities that are key for you to do in your business. Now, a key tool that you can use is a tool called Rescue Time Pro. And another tool you can use is Timeout if you have a Mac. These are tools that help you to look at, where am I being distracted? How much time do I need to just pause from my work as I'm working? So I use a tool called Timeout, which allows me to say every 2 hours, I take a break for 10 minutes. And every hour, I take a break for 5 minutes. And every half an hour, I have 15 seconds where I try and go away from the computer. So I try to work in half an hour blocks, or if I have to work a bit longer, then I might do an hour block, but then I go away, stand up, walk downstairs, get some water, and make sure you're drinking throughout the day as well. Keep yourself hydrated. Another tool you can use is a tool called Rescue Time Pro, which shows you where you're spending time, what apps you're being distracted on, and it can also block websites that are wasting your time. Social media sites primarily waste so much time, and you want to just, as much as you possibly can, these are the days when I'm going to use social media for marketing my business, but you don't want to just be online all the time if you're freelancing, because it can affect your discipline. Another productivity hack is that when it comes into managing your work, make sure you're using a tool like Google Drive or Dropbox and connect it into your desktop. This is because you want to make sure all of the work that you're doing for clients is on the cloud. So it means if your computer dies, if it gets broken, that your work is never lost. Why? Because you're working from the cloud, you're working in the cloud. And every month or so, periodically, if you want to, you could take those files down and you can store it on a local drive in your office as well. So it just means that you've got multiple different backups. I mean, I still have clients 5 years on who are asking me for copies of video work that I did or design work that I did years ago. So you just don't know when people will ask you for the work that you've done for them. And sometimes people don't store it properly. I did a photography job ages ago, years ago, and I had somebody ask me up to 2 months ago, do you still have a copy of it? When I went to my Creative Cloud, I still had a copy of all of the photos that I did for that client when I used to do photography freelancing, and I basically just sent the file to them, and it was good. Before that, I used to put everything on local drives, and then my hard drives would get broken, and then I would move house, and then they get hurt. Guys, you want to just be using the cloud and store your files on the cloud. But these are just some productivity hacks to really help you get to a successful level as a freelancer and do really, really well. So guys, these are the 8 things that I can share with you to help you become better as a freelancer. If you'd love to know more, just hit me up on Instagram at Leif_Wallace and just message me if you want to know more details. I do a whole simple like group training, group coaching to designers to help them get to the next level. If you'd love to know more about that, just hit me up on Instagram and let's discuss further how I can potentially help you. But guys, today I want to ask you a simple question. Now, what's the number one thing that you learned from today that you're going to do going forward? Just let me know in the comments below. What's the number one thing you're going to do from what you learned today that's going to help you going forward? Hey guys, I want to quickly interrupt this video and just let you know about this quick document that I created. It's called the RSD Priority Call. Now, when you open it, you'll understand what RSD stands for. But I made this because so many designers, once they've made the funnel and once they get clients on the phone, and even if they don't have a funnel, once they get clients on the phone, they struggle with how to close clients on the phone. So what I did is I created a 6-step document to show you exactly what to do when you are on the phone with a client. There is actual scripts in the document. You will know exactly what to say, how to say it, when to say it, and you'll be able by the end of this call to be so clear and concise. Not only that, within 10 to 12 minutes, you'll be able to know if a client is for you. They will know and you will know, and you'll be able to further that sale, or you'll be able to say, you know what, I can't help you, but here's some help going forward. So literally, if you want to just pause here, quickly download your RSD Priority Call. It's a great document to let you know how to make sales over the phone. So let's continue with the video right now. Now, thank you so much for watching this video. And I want you to remember you can improve your life through creative advice. So keep seeking to elevate yourself. Thank you for watching this video today. Take care of yourself and your health and look after your families. Have a blessed day and see you later.